Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm going to try my best to do a live today. I just need to get on here my tablet just so I can see who else is around. And my tablet is being stupid again. Thank you. Well, that took some doing. So nobody on yet. So I'm just going to get a couple of things ready before I start cooking. I'm going to be making Yorkshire puddings, but I'm going to try a method using a packet, which they're just about out today. So I've used 2 packets. I've got all of that over here in another bowl. I'm going to mix them, but I'm going to make them properly the way that I always do. So we're going to figure that out, but I'm still trying to sort out some stuff here. So I need some milk. So I'm kind of making stuff that's going to be for my lunch and my supper this evening. But I'm having a lot of trouble with my throat still, so I do need to be careful. I've still got a bit of a chest infection, I think. But see what we can find here for. See what we can find, and I'm just checking recipe and so I'll just I can already feel my chest is giving me a bit of a hard time so far. It feels so heavy. We'll see what happens today, make sure that everything works. I've got my oven warming through now. So I'm just going to see what's happening here, make sure I can get it's so warm here today. It's 5 degrees, can't believe it. 5 degrees, everything's melting, and I've actually got the windows open, I've got my door open just to let a bit of air through the place. It's amazing. So, let's get started, I guess. I'm probably going to keep stepping off to one side to have a cough, but basically I'm going to do the mixes for my Yorkshire puddings first. Get some of this stuff up, moved out the way. I'll need that. Now, as I say, my first method is going to be from a packet. Now, so I've got my flour ready. I've got their mix ready, which is greens. And I thought I'd give it a go. I've tried doing Yorkshire puddings so many times, but because we're so high up, we're at 4,000 feet or so, they always come out like a hockey puck. So let's see if, I better check see who's online here. Hey Robert, hey George, hey Griselda, thank you for checking in. And thank you to anybody else who's watching at the moment. So like I said, the puddings never rose, they'll just stay a little block. Now I thought, I've tried it two different ways. I've tried it in a tin, and I've tried it in the silicone muffin tin. And I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't be using the silicone muffin tin, but I've read some stuff online and they say, yes, that's fine. Do that what you need to do. So, what I'm looking at now is how I can make this work properly. So I thought, well, if they sell this in the store, it should work. Hey, Paul, how's it going, buddy? You here for puddings? Nice one, buddy. But like I say, I thought I would try this one. It's just about out of date, to be honest. So when I was looking at this, basically I've got about a week and a half to go. So I thought, I've got 2 packets anyway in here. It says put an egg in each one and then just use water. So I've got my mix, I've got the water, I've got the eggs, and we're just going to go through here for that one. And the other method, I'm going to do the 3 glass method. So we'll see how this one works. So we'll get my eggs in there, just make sure we're not getting any shelling. That's looking good so far. Now, a little pinch of salt. I'm only putting salt in this one because that's all I asked for. I've got it on the finest setting. We'll give that a little scrape. And I'm just going to start mixing the eggs and that mix for now, till we start to get a paste. Thank you, 8-Ball. How's your new year going? Hopefully everything's been wonderful for you. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water at a time. It seems like a lot of water to my mind, but we'll see how it goes. And as this is my first proper live in the kitchen, I do wish everybody a happy new year for 2025. I want everybody to be happy, prosperous and healthy. But it's taken me so long to get over this chest infection. So I'm still a little bit throaty, still coughing a bit. So far we're good. I haven't had any, I've got nothing to complain about, like I say, apart from this being a little bit sick. But that is what it is. That's my oven ready already for the Yorkies, but I've probably got that on a little bit too early. Let's make a mess while we're at it. Get some more water in there. Now they do say that when you mix your batter, you're supposed to put it in the fridge for a couple of hours, but we don't have time for that. I've just got really cold water. I'm just still waiting for my surgery, so we'll see what happens with that one. A little bit more, I think. Now they reckoned actually I needed that much water, and yeah, I think somebody's talking bullcrap. So I mean, realistically, if I'd done what the instructions on that box had said, that would have been, don't listen, just put your water in a little bit at a time. Yep, the flu will go away. Like I say, it's just a little bit stuffy in the nose and I'm a little bit chesty. But it's not bad. But like I say, this is just a bit of an experiment, so we've got a nice loose batter there. Now I did see one guy, I've been watching loads of things, he said dip a spoon in and it should barely coat the back. What the heck? Should barely coat the back. So going by what he's saying, that's probably too thick. So we'll add a little bit more. Don't make me laugh. Now, once the surgery's done, I've got a friend in the Philippines, Bertram. He had both of his knees done, and he said it was the best decision he ever made. Right, I'm going to go with that. So that's our first mix. So this is packet shop bought. We'll put that to one side. Now the next way to do it, now because I'm only using small glasses here, I'm just going to use 2 eggs. I don't need to make too much. So we will put, well, we'll see how our eggs work out anyway. I might get another one. Yep, we'll get another one in there. And these are not a bad egg, they say they're a large egg. So I like this method in that. So that's 3 eggs. I guess we can get our milk into the next one. So we'll get down on this and we fill our glass up to the same level. Push them right side by side. And you can see that right there. Then we can do our flour. Now I do have a nice little scoop here. Should do, I think. A little touch more. And that should be good for our flour mix. So, as I do all the time, hey Griselda! Yeah, definitely, like say if you, I've been talking to a few people who've had their knees work done, and some of this just like guys who've had an ACL repair, and some of them it's like a full knee transplant, and they've all said best decision they've ever made. Do you need to learn this one, Griselda? Well, watch and learn, that's all I can say. Now I'm just going to use a jug for this one. I'll go in with my flour, some salt. Now I thought I'd try something different and put a bit of Italian herb in, but I changed my mind. I just want to keep this traditional. So I've got my flour, throw in my 3 eggs. And I'm going to start mixing. And we'll just start adding a little bit of milk at a time. Yep, traditional should be the better way. I mean the other batter looks okay, kind of looks like a pancake batter really. So I've got a reasonable smooth, so I'm just going to throw the rest of my milk in. Hey Sebastian. Just want to get this a good mix. I say my milk is very cold. I'm just going to put a spatula in there and make sure I've got nothing left on the bottom. So that's one set. That's our other set. Now there is something I'm going to do. I'm going to make a second batch of batter. I will make a second batch when I've put this one in the oven, and that's because I'm going to cook some sausages and I'm going to make myself a nice sausage gravy and stuff like that. Oh yes, absolutely. Well, that's another thing I was watching there, 8Ball. There was a guy done a little test, hot oil versus cold oil. And to be honest, it makes a heck of a difference. But we'll put these to one side. Actually, I'm going to put this into a jug as well, so it's easy. Now, let's have a look. What have I got I can use here? Normally I have little elastic bands around and stuff like that, but I know it. Just so we know, it will wipe off. Let's have a Sharpie around here somewhere. So this one is, we'll call it Store. So that's our store-bought one. That'll rub off easy. It's only a whiteboard marker. And we'll get all our into a bowl. Jug rather. But that'll do. Yes, I know I should probably clean that out, but never mind. So, to continue, I'm just going to make some potatoes. So I have my potatoes here. And I'm just going to chop them down so they're a little bit smaller. Yep, me too. So when you peel your potatoes, remember put them in a bowl of water so they don't discolour. Start transferring these to my pan, to be honest. We'll add a little bit of water in there. Don't know why my tap's very slow today. So I just want to put these in. I don't want them to start discolouring. It is it's cold, but it's warmed up a lot. It's actually 4 or 5 degrees today. They said it's going to get to 4 to 5 degrees is amazing for January in Canada. So I am quite surprised, but happy too. But tonight we're expecting 8 inches of snow. So we're looking around about 8 inches of snow tonight. So that should be fun. We'll have some salt in there. We get our potatoes on the hob right now. Now, one thing I've got there, 8Ball, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to make my gravy with Bisto. It's just a little thing. So I do have my pan ready to go, and I'm just going to clean off my cutting board there. So I've got some onion. I'm not going to do anything fancy, it's kind of a chunky cut. And I'll just quickly chop down some garlic. Just run a knife through there a little bit. So that's for our gravy. I want to start cooking some sausages now. I don't know whether... Yep, it's one of them childhood memories for me, is like the Bisto. It kind of keeps... it's in the back of the mind all the time. But not only do I have some sausages, I have some homemade meatball. And these are a pork and beef meatball which I made, but I've just cooked them in the oven. Yeah, these are good for, I use this for camping mostly. I used to take it if I went camping, anything like that. But it's good for that type of thing. But just get our pan hot. And where do I put the oil? There it is. I have an electric oven. I don't like using electric for cooking, if I can help it. But we'll just get some heat in here. Excuse me. But I did get proper British bangers. So I managed to find some of them in our Sobe store. Yep, I think Ramsey uses it. I've seen, what do you call him? Oh, the guy that used to do the Country Cottage or whatever it was called. Hugh Farnley Whitting stall or whatever it's called. He used to use, he swore by Bisto. I just try to soak my bowls as I go. I don't want them everything to dry on there. So I'm just going to go in with my sausages. These are a nice taste, a nice mix of fat. We have a British store. We have a British store in Canada here, in Edmonton. They do pretty much everything. You can get the proper bacon, everything that you need. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you not to do. One thing not to do, never prick the sausage. If it wants to burst, let it burst. But don't, please do not prick that sausage. It annoys the living shit out of me when I see people do it. But we'll give them a shake so they don't stick. But we'll turn them over, make sure they're getting cooked on all sides. In a moment I will put them on the other side and put them over there with a lid on. And we're just going to let them slowly cook away. But I am going to add my meatballs now, which are part cooked. I want to get all of this cooked up nice. Now I can turn that down a little bit. Yeah, lid doesn't fit. But have a look, anybody else coming on there? Yeah, to be honest, when I bought the sausages there, 8-ball, my plan was to do a toad in the hole. But then I thought, nope, I just want to do something a little bit more simple, a bit more straightforward. Nah, we'll just have to wait and see how this turns out, I guess. But I know I was watching, do you ever watch the Hairy Bikers? The Hairy Bikers have a couple of guys from my neck of the woods up in they're Newcastle and Sunderland, and they do absolutely fantastic food. But they've done a sausage casserole, and they cooked off the sausages first like this, and The they were saying the same thing. Don't prick the sausages. You're spoiling all of that flavour. You're letting all of the flavour out of the sausage. It's not good. Yep. Nah. I tried to meet them guys. They were doing a cooking show on the quayside, and I went over on holiday. And when I got there, it was unfortunate. It was on Newcastle quayside cooking away. When I got there, I was 2 days too late. So that sucked a little bit. But I've got my heat on at the back here now. I'm just going to transfer this over. And I'm just going to put a small pan on here. Again, we're going with a little bit of oil. But I am going to go in with a little bit of Italian spice right now. Yeah, it would have been nice, but I know. I think it was Si was very ill as well. He's been ill over the last few years. I think he got cancer or something. So hopefully he's all on the mend right now. So get that warmed up there. The good thing about cooking with gas, it's so much faster. I'm going to get my onions in. I just want them to saute down that little bit. This is going to be a very thick, very thick onion gravy. Yep, it's much easier to control. I mean, these hobs, I mean, they do go quite high, but then you turn them right down. If you go too low, they will go off. Let's get my wooden spoon for this one. I just want to keep these moving. I want them, you can get a little bit of colour on there, but you don't want to burn the garlic if you can help it. I'm looking forward to these Yorkies and sausages. So I think what I'll do now, well, we'll get the gravy going, and I'm going to mix another batch of batter. I do the traditional method. Right, start to get a bit of colour on them now. So they're coming through nicely now. Time for Bisto. Where did I put it? It's hiding from me. And I'm just going to do this by eye. I'll just put a shake in. A good, probably 4 tablespoons. And I want that to just kind of coat everything first. I'll probably get told I'm doing this one wrong. But I do have hot water in the kettle already. Wee bit. I mean, this is a beef gravy, this one. I was hoping to get some onion flavoured gravy, but it doesn't seem to, that one doesn't come over. They do the chicken, they do the beef, and they do the curry sauce, the Bisto curry sauce. Yep, don't measure. What does Uncle Roger says? You have to feel it. Use feeling. Yeah, Uncle Roger, use feeling. I think that should be good there. I mean, already that's coming through nice. It's just once that's all mixed in. But I'll put that out the way out the back, and we'll mix up some more batter mix. Looking good so far. Yeah, just put some in a jug or a cup, pour some boiling water on there and mix it up and bang it straight over the if you whatever you've got, some potatoes. I used to love gravy and chips. That used to be a favourite. Or curry sauce and chips. So you get the cheap quick powder, some boiling water and a little bit of onion. And that's it, you got yourself a fantastic. Turn the heat off now, that's a little bit much. I'm using these rock pans and I'm not sure whether I'm happy with them or not. The jury's still out. They're really good for non-stick, but when you're doing stuff that needs a lot more heat, they're not good for that. Right, this one I'm calling somewhere near. By the time everything else is cooked, our gravy should be nice. Oh, let's do it. I'll just put it on the warmer. I'll keep the gravy on the warmer there. That should be good for that one. Get rid of this. This one I'm only going to do with 2 eggs. I think we're making a bit of a mess today. Right. Get rid of that. Some milk. Well, I hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic day, because for me, I'm feeling so good at the moment compared to the last few, well, since November last year, to be honest. So I think I complicated matters by, I started feeling better, so I went and got a flu shot, and I really shouldn't have done that. I'm just going to use a spoon this time. I try to be. My kitchen's an absolute mess at the moment because I'm trying to clean out and but I mean, if I was cooking this for somebody else, I'd have a mask on right now, because I don't trust my my condition. It's not ideal. So I did have that small jug should do it. Get some salt in there before I forget. You know what seems to test this one? I'm going to put some of this Italian spice in there, Italian herb. It might work, it might not. I'm going to do that other way. Oh yeah. I think it's one of them things. I'm a Capricorn, so I can be a little bit too serious sometimes. But I was a little bit annoyed there the other day. I put a video on my YouTube of me singing, and I'm singing the Eagles' Lion Eyes, and they've done me a copyright infringement on it. So apparently if I make any money on that one, they're going to come and take half of it off me. Yep, some good food helps. Good food and good people around you. And I do believe, I've read a lot of these books, but I've done some management courses, and they're on about, they were talking about having the right people around you at the time. And if you don't have a good team, you can't do good business. It's the same with friends, I think. If you always have that one friend that his life's falling apart, it bleeds over into your own life, and you're always trying to fix other people's problems. So it's good to kind of keep yourself happy and lifted up. So that's that one. So I've got plenty of oil. The only difference is I'm not going to use lard or anything like that. I don't have any beef dripping or anything. So I'm just going to use oil, so we get the same test on everything. So it's all the same right the way through. I can get these ready now. Now I'm using a very big, deep muffin tin. But I'm just going to put probably a tablespoon or so in the bottom of each one, just so it coats the bottom. I don't want it too deep. I did see one guy, he filled it up with oil, and then when he took his puddings out, basically they were like swimming in a bath. Yeah, actually being on your own, it depends on your personality, I think, as well. If you're on your own, sometimes you can get yourself a little bit depressed and down. So you really kind of need to be that type of person that can just be not bothered by that. Enjoy your own company. And I am one of the, I like company, but at the same time I like it on my terms. So you fill them up? Yeah, I mean it is that difference. I like to have more of a dry. I've done this at Christmas time and it worked. That's why I'm definitely doing it now for the 3-cup mix. But they were a little bit soggy on the bottom because I thought I used too much oil. But like I say, if some days I like to just sit down, read a book, and I'd be quite happy spending all day looking on TikTok, looking at different recipes and things like that. So, but it is what it is. So one of the things I do make sure of, don't just put your tins in the oven, put them on another tray. Definitely put them on another tray here. Like I say, you do need, it's easier to manage. If there's any overspill, it doesn't dirty the oven. Now, I'm going to make a Yorkshire pudding in this. Nice. So that's going to be the one that goes with the sausages. So we're going to see what happens. Yep. Like I say, if I don't like somebody, I don't get along with them, I'll tolerate it for so long, but I'll kind of distance myself. It's the same in a relationship. If I don't feel that I'm getting what I give, and if I don't feel like I'm receiving back, then that relationship won't work. It is what it is. But yeah, that's life. Yeah, Purely Sounds, how's it going, buddy? We're just making Yorkshire puddings today. I'll just check my potatoes. We should be somewhere close there now. Nope. A little bit of time to go. I should have probably put a lid on there. Is that the right one? No. I've got so many pans, it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's not the right one. I've got one of them adjustable ones, that'll do. I'll turn them down a bit actually. Just make sure nothing's sticking too much. So have a check on my sausages. Tongs. Yep, absolutely. Just turn all of these over now. I said friendships are definitely, friendships should definitely be a benefit to both parties. If you have a friend that is always bringing you down, then you need to find it, like, distance yourself from that friend. I mean, I feel in some respects I'm making better friends with people online. Just talking like this, people with similar interests. We just have a good talk. Yep, it does, it drains you, definitely. But just sometimes talking to people like yourself, Purely Sound is an awesome guy for following and helping people on their videos, on their YouTube. And he does some fantastic stuff himself. And I use some of his videos when I want to go to sleep. If I want to have a little sleep on a night or on an afternoon even sometimes. And there's some nice ones where it's sounds of rivers or sound of the wind in the trees, that type of thing. That, to me, it kind of lifts me up that little bit more. I get a nice refreshing sleep. And I say it really does help, but it's good to know, Purely Sound, I am actually feeling a lot better. I am still a little bit chesty, a little bit of a cough going on here, but aside from that, I don't know, I feel a lot more invigorated. So my mashed potatoes should be somewhere close. They're getting there. Or boiled potatoes. I've got some garden peas at the back here. I'll get them warming up now. The sausages are coming on really well. So we're just about ready. I think I'm going to get these in the oven to warm up. Yep, I've got enough space in between. So I'm going to put this one on the top shelf. This one on the bottom. I used to be a little bit nervous about doing the live. I used to be a bit nervous about doing the live in case, well, oh, what happens if it doesn't work? What happens if what I'm cooking is a complete disaster? And I thought, well, hey, what the heck? It's real life. We all make mistakes. So I'm just going to continue doing this and having some fun with it, as it were. Myself a bottle of water. I can feel my throat drying up. Should take my gloves off for a moment. I'm just going to go and blow my nose, guys. I can feel that stuffiness again. Some fresh gloves to go. Yeah, I mean, I like doing it, and like you said before, whenever whenever you're available and I'm on, you're going to watch. So I do appreciate that. And one of the things I tried the other day was where I'd done some video, and I actually I put it on a loop, and then I put it on as a live, and to be honest, it didn't work very well. I thought people might come on, see the cooking, and oh, let's follow this recipe, even if they stayed for the duration of that one. And I'm talking to people and trying to see what was what, but I think there was about 30 people came on, and I think the last time I did a live like this, where I'm talking in front of, having a little bit of banter with the guys, there was a couple of guys that were on permanently, like yourselves. But there was also people just come and go. Even though now it only says 7, at one point there was like 25, 30, and then when I actually finished the video, it said I had over 1,000 views, so that made it kind of worthwhile. So, but like I say, sometimes it's difficult for me to do with me waiting for my knees. But excuse me. No. Dang it. But the last couple of weeks, if I was trying to do this, the last couple of weeks whilst I was doing this type of thing, I wouldn't have been able to do it. My eyes were like little holes in the snow, and basically my whole face was just leaking. It was terrible. Right, that's my potatoes ready. Turn it off. That'll do for that. Let them steam a little bit first to dry off. I'll get some the things I put in my potatoes. Now, I could use my ricer, but I'm just going to do the quick, easy way like this. But make sure you are steaming hot. Now, I don't use butter if I can help it. I use this olive oil spread. Actually, that's enough. Maybe it's about time you had a channel like, well, you can show us what you do in the UK. I know you said you like to do some cooking. Or even you can do, I know you said your dad does some cooking. You do the video, let your dad do the cooking. Now, here's one of the strange things I use, mayonnaise. Actually, yeah, mayonnaise first. I don't put much, a couple of tablespoons. We want to make sure that's mixed well. Hey Abu, how's it going, my friend? Making friends. Just make sure they've been going for a little bit. I'll give them a little bit longer. In fact, I'll give it another 5 minutes to warm up. And then we're going to get some pudding cooking. These gloves are terrible. We'll do for now. Looks like it's going to be a lot of washing up after this one. I say if you can, you want the oil to be smoking hot. It's not quite there yet. But I have my stove set at 430 Fahrenheit. Oh, awesome. Everything went a bit dodgy. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Like I say, it's one of them weird things when I do mashed potatoes, I'll put an egg and I put some mayonnaise in there. And some people think I'm a bit strange for doing that. But the reality is, the mayonnaise is only egg and oil anyway, so it's the same thing. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day anyway. While we're waiting, I might as well start doing a bit of washing up. On the other side of town, the boy is waiting. Tired, fiery eyes and dreams no one can see. She drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause it makes her feel the way she used to feel. You can hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. for now. Whew. Yep, the mayo helps. The definitely mayo. I think it does anyway. How much time we got left here? I think they're looking okay for now. They're getting there. Ready to go. Yeah, it's got that shimmer. So this is a bit where we have to be quick. Quick, quick, quick. Yes, I know. I kind of spoiled things a bit. The stove decided to turn off. So I'm just going to go in, fill them kind of halfway because these are a big one. I'm actually only going to get 3 out of here, I think. That'll do for that one. So the right one is our proper mix. Left one is the store-bought. That'll do. Let's get them straight back into the oven. And this is let's see how this one goes. You can kind of see it already forming that a rectangular pudding. Right. I'm going to put a timer on there for 25. Excited very much now. and and relax. Whew. Fingers crossed, guys. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day anyway. Like I say, it's good to be back online. It really is good to be back. It's not the same me just sticking a camera out the window and saying, hey, look at that, there's some birds over there, or sunshine and nice morning. It is nice and relaxing in its way. But this is much more fun. Yeah, already you can see them rising that bit now, so fingers crossed. I say it worked. It worked before at Christmas time, so I'm hoping it works now. My little oil container seems to be leaking. Time to change my kitchen bag. But that's all part of the tidying up afterwards. Do they still do, in the UK there, hey Paul, do they still do make-way curry powder? If you've ever seen that one. It's always called make-way, it's what my dad used to use all the time. It's approaching, it's 11:30, just after 11:30 daytime. So what is it now there? It's about 7:30 in the UK. It's about about 2:30 over in Ontario, and I'm guessing where Abu is over in I believe in India or Pakistan. I'm not sure which. I think it's probably like midnight over there. Yeah. Yeah, 11:30, so it would be 6:30. Yeah, 7 hours difference. So you'll be ready. Have you had your supper yet, or not? Or you'll be waiting for it? I try to eat. I don't eat after 6 o'clock in the evening if I can help it. I'm trying to get rid of this, and it's not easy. When you're doing this type of, when you're doing this, it's not so easy. Yeah, get some water in these, get them cleaned up a bit. Yeah, I try to do the 12-hour rule between eating, so I do kind of a little bit of fasting. I try and do between 12 and 14 hours, so I won't eat after 6 o'clock in the evening, and I don't have breakfast before 10 o'clock in the morning. And as it stands now, I'm almost 12 o'clock and I've not eaten yet today. I've had a cup of tea. So that's why I'll be able to get away with eating something like this. That's a little bit heavier. Oh, that's looking fantastic. Ooh, baby. Something I'm not happy about there though. Now, the one I've done in the big tray, that's coming up beautiful, but the other ones aren't. Come on. Don't let me down now. Dang, I'd be so upset if they don't work. Let's check on my gravy here, just make sure we're still yummy. It's probably one of the thickest gravies I've seen. Well, I'm hopeful, but I've still got 19 minutes left in the top ones, like straight up. But there's a rule, you don't open that oven for at least 20 minutes. I'm just a little bit worried about the top one getting burnt. And that's only my stove just getting back up to, oh, it's on the wrong temperature now. Great stuff. Let's sort that out again. I don't know why, but I pressed the wrong button there. We've still got 18 minutes left. Dang it. Oh, I hope I haven't made a fluff of this. Oh, the side of this top one. Holy crap, all that. So I see. It looks like my mixer's working and the store-bought one isn't. So there you go. Yep, I'm looking through the glass door. I'm not opening that oven just yet. But I say the top one in the tray, that one's really going for it right now. It looks huge. And it's already brown. Aye, aye. It's a bit scary, to be honest. And I should have cooked them separately. Dang it. Yep. Proper recipe, store-bought crap. But if I get some Yorkshire hockey pucks, that's fine. Some nice Yorkshire hockey pucks will do the job. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but this one won't fit in the shelf beneath, I don't think. We'll have to have a... Oh yeah. I'm taking that top one out now and leave the other ones alone quick. Well, that one's a bit of a belter. Woo! Wow. Yeah. No. Not working. I don't think they're working. But we'll leave them for the full time. Yep, this one really went for it. I want to take it out. Still a lot of oil in the pan there. I want to take it out and put it on... I might put it on some... No, I don't. I don't want to put it on kitchen paper. I know what I'll do. I'll put it on here. And we'll put some kitchen paper on the shelf beneath. Just to catch any drips. Oh, hot, hot, hot. Yeah, let's get that oil out of there. There's a lot of oil on there. But that's quite the pudding. I just don't know, is it cooked properly underneath? Seems to be. Well, we'll wait and see. Put this out the way. Fingers crossed. Actually, there's not that much oil dripping off it now. But I think what I will do is serve myself up some lunch once these other puddings are cooked. We'll leave that one there at the front so everybody can see. Yep. That's that. I mean, it is not. I mean, it's. No, it seems to be cooked. It's almost like a pancake. It's nice on the inside, it's not squishy. Yep, that's cooked fine. Just a little bit. Maybe it's could have done with another 5 minutes or so, but cooked on a low heat, and not low heat, on a lower rack. And these are coming along okay now. Starting to rise up. Again, fingers crossed. Yeah, I think if I do this again, I'm going to use a deeper dish. I'll use a deeper tray so it holds its shape better. But this one I'm going to cut in half. I'll have half of that for my lunch with a couple of sausages, a couple of meatballs, some peas and some gravy. Got my peas ready already here, just going to drain them. Excited now. Oh yeah. Gonna be super yummy. Yummy, yummy, get in my tummy. I have to make a t-shirt with that on. Yummy, yummy, get in my tummy. Or was it on Austin Powers? Get in my belly. Yes, I will probably need an afternoon nap at some point. So have a little bit of a rest. Imagine how long have I been online now? Can't be that long. An hour and a quarter. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think the old phone that I'm using, I think that's getting a little bit overused now. I'll have to probably have to start doing something different with it. But every once in a while the screen goes off and it goes all lines across it, so maybe on its way out. How much time we got left? Still got 11 minutes, really? Or was that 1 minute? Well, yeah, this as a proof positive, I think it just shows that the traditional mix works over buying a box. You follow the instructions. I say I had 2 packets. I put 2 eggs in. And it says put 100 millilitres, so that's 200. And then add another 100 in after that one. So yeah, that wanted me to put that whole jug of water in there. That would have been like water. Oh yeah, I'll keep using until it's completely gone. It's the old Samsung Galaxy Note. Where I got the Ultra with the expandable memory. That's why I liked it. It's got expandable memory, so I can keep a memory card in there for saving all of my videos on things like that. But I've got the S24 Ultra on this one, and no expandable memory. So to be honest, it sucks. Even though it's got 500 gig, 500, was it? The 500, whatever it is. It's the biggest one that they do. Then it is what it is. 9 minutes. Well, I'm glad I'm not just using the packet mix. But the other ones look like they're somewhere close. Yep, it's a good phone. It'd be good if it still had expandable memory. That's my complaint. That's I bought the A10 to go when I went on holiday because that's got expandable memory. So I got hold of that one. I got that online. I got a cheap deal on that one, so I was like, good, that'll do nicely. But my only complaint with the S24 has been the actual memory storage capacity. Aside from that, I'm a Galaxy man, Samsung Galaxy. I don't like, I'm not an iPhone guy. I had iPhones when they first came out, and it was one of them things that I had like 700 albums in my iTunes, but you couldn't fit them all on the phone. And then, so if you wanted to take a song off and put a song on, you had to take everything off and put a whole new playlist on. And it became a pain in the backside. That's why I changed over to Samsung. So you can actually, if you want to take a song off, delete it, put a new one on. It makes much more sense to my mind. Come on. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm doing the Homer Simpson bit where it's like, ooh. I can't remember which show that was. Oh, down there, look, done. Oh yeah, they're done. They've got to be done now. Can't leave them much longer. One side is, one side isn't. Oh, I don't like this. I really don't like it. Move this out the way a moment, because we know that one worked. Whew. I don't think I paced around this much when my son was born. I wasn't this excited, well, nervous. No, I'm taking this out. I'm not having that. Actually, take this whole shelf out the way for the moment. So mine done that. The other ones I'm leaving in there for a bit longer. They haven't even finished cooking yet. Yep, everything's cooked nicely there. Oh yeah, they're looking damn fine. Ooh, hot. Yeah, we are the champions. So we'll move this one down because it's cooled down nicely. It's not dripping oil anywhere anymore. And put our homemade up on the top. Ooh. Little bit of dough there. Yep, cooked. Nice. I just can't believe, really can't believe that the packet thing didn't work. They're starting to brown off, but they're still only like this. So, hey Daggy, how you doing? Yep, that's a good flavour. They look good to me. They look pretty decent to my mind. The homemade one. Woohoo! It is very delicious. Thank you. I think, you know, I'm going to do my next video. I think I will do some toad in the hole. I'm going to see if I can find some nice rosemary sausages. Some nice pork and rosemary sausage and do a nice toad in the hole. But this time I'll do roast potatoes and peas and carrots and what have you. I think that might be my next one. I'm not saying it's definite, but it seems a good direction to go in. Yep, they're looking good now. But you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to get myself a plate. So we'll get a plate, and I'm going to get half of this one. With the half back. Move them out the way. Right, let's get this working. Oh baby. Got some rather nice mashed potatoes on there. Ooh. I'll have a couple of sausages. Let's try and do it artistic, eh? A couple of these nice meatballs. Yeah, one of these will do. Some peas on there. I love peas. One of them a winning recipes that were. This gravy is so thick. Well, even if I do say so myself, that looks absolutely fantastic. We've got the perfect Yorkshire pudding. We've got some nice creamy mashed potatoes, some bangers, and a nice onion gravy going on there. Champion food. Clean up that plate. Right, guys. Oh, no, we're not going anywhere yet. How long's this one gone? I want to see. Right, we've got a minute and a half. I can wait with this. And we'll see what a disaster these other puddings turned out. So, what I'm thinking is, it wasn't me last time. It wasn't me last time. I think it was the actual packets of mixture when I tried to do that one. This looks like an awesome, this is a nice winter's day food. If you're feeling a little bit down in the dumps and you want some food to cheer you up, that's it. Yorkshire pudding, a nice British sausage, or a banger as we call them. Some beautiful creamy mashed potatoes, some peas, and that beautiful onion gravy over the top of all of that. Yum yum. Might not be health food, but it's good for the soul food. At least that's my opinion anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Duff man. Yeah, I don't drink much anymore. So I found out before Christmas I'm actually allergic to alcohol. So I'll have a little sip here and there to celebrate for. But I always get an upset tummy afterwards. Right, let's get that off. Get that one off. Everything shut down nice. Let's get these out and have a bit of a laugh because it's terrible. So there's our ones from a packet. Now they look pretty sad if you ask me. So use the proper method. I mean, these things, they're like a biscuit. I'm just going to cut one up and see what it's like. So that's what you get if you buy from the store. Absolutely shocking, even if I do say so myself. Oh, that's hot. I mean, it might taste okay, I don't know. But I don't know about you, 8-ball. If somebody gave me that as a Yorkshire pudding, I don't think I'd be too happy. Stodgy. Crispy on the outside, but that inside, what the hell is that? Not even, like, they don't cook, they don't rise. So, to me, I'm going to stick them back in the oven for a bit. See if they'll actually just cook out a bit more. I'll just leave them in that warm oven. But to me, that is a complete disaster. It feels heavy as well, it's like a brick. but they just didn't lighten up or nothing. Yep, homemade every time. What a difference. That versus that. I don't think so. No, there isn't even any competition there for me, 8-ball. No competition whatsoever. And what is it the Americans call these? I was watching one. That's a Yorkshire pudding. And then the Americans come on and go, that's a top over. They call it a top over. Call it what it is. It's a Yorkshire pudding. It's exactly the same mix. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that's Mike saying thank you for watching, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Wishing everybody all the best for the coming year. And I'm going to dive into my lunch. And it's nap time, I think. So take care. Have a wonderful day there, 8-ball. Yep, it's Yorkshire. Definitely Yorkshire. But have a fantastic day there, my friend. Now, if you got time, check out some of my other recipes. I do appreciate it. Mike loves everybody. Peace, everybody. Give everybody love. Mike out.